Ni hao, and welcome back to Jade Empire. When we last left off, well, we were about to confront Emperor Li, but he reminded us of his current abilities as near godlike power.
You are finished. Mirabelle.
Luckily, you're all pretty darn slow. I'm going to use that to my advantage. Okay, now we got bull constructs, which are kind of nasty.
Longsword.
Could use that. There we go. Is there any stuff around here? Not really. Also, what do you call this area? Throne room, Tomb of the Dragon. Makes sense. Makes sense. With those things done, let's drop a little save.
Don't underestimate him. Your master is just toying with you.
Yeah, seems so.
An impressive display. Your star shines bright, but it is still trapped within a mortal body. Perhaps a more direct application of my power will show you what you are up against.
Not fun.
And just how restrictive your shell truly is. Yes, this will amuse me. Worse than actually dying. Seeing death come and being unable to stop it. Physical barriers are no match for those we place in our own minds. My power has encased you in doubt, held you with the weight of your burden.
I see. Try to paralyze my resolve? My will is stronger than that.
You and your followers are playthings. The rest are held just as you are. You are each too weak to match my power.
Yes, but together... That's nice.
What the hell is going on?
Yes, well said.
You fools have been used after all very well to flex some Li's power. Guide your minds to me. I'm the one that must face suddenly. Li trapped us in our own bodies. Add your strength to mine. Alright. You are doubt, eh?
Leaping tiger.
And you seem to be a spirit. Well, that doubt was laid to rest.
Amusing but pointless. My talons are deep within you.
Alright. Oh. Yeah.
More fools leap to your defense, but no matter. The weight of my power will crush you soon enough.
Maybe. You know nothing of loyalty. That is your weakness.
I am with you. We haven't come this far to fail now.
We cannot let this stand, not when so much is at stake.
I stand with you. We will not fall just yet.
Got a ranged ability. Let's,
Dire flame.
Yep.
This is.
Haha.
Your efforts are meaningless. Do you think to counter my influence by yourself? A god holds you. Nothing in the mortal realm can help you. Nothing.
That sounds like a interesting way to phrase things. Hey, Sue.
I have moved with you, hidden, trying to keep focus. I give you all that I am, all that I was. Restore what has been corrupted.
Mm-hmm. Oof. Ni hao.
Once again, I misunderstand. The raw energy, you are far too resistant to it. The loyalty you inspire is also tiresome, but I respect it. You have truly become a spirit monk. In another time, I would be proud of your ability.
I see. This is the part where you ask me to join you. I'll answer with my fists. You are a great teacher. Your skills was wasted on evil ambition.
I am not satisfied with helping others surpass me. I quickly tired of elevating my brother, and I will not learn to serve you. I see now that the Water Dragon's power is the prize, not the means to victory. No matter what I expend, while you live, you will resist. That is your role.
Yeah.
It is the celestial bureaucracy attempting to restore balance. We must bring the fight back down to Earth, unless you are made to see reason.
Oh? What are you thinking of?
What if I guarantee your name will live in the heart of each and every citizen in the Jade Empire? It is a glory beyond mere heroics. You would be eternal. I do not seek power as my brother did. I will correct the violence inherent in man. I will make certain there are no more wars, no more droughts. Everyone will be content in their roles, and they will hold in their hearts the warrior who sacrificed everything so that they might prosper. You could make that happen.
Interesting. I fall, but my name lives on forever? Why would I agree?
If you defeat me, little will change. In time, this empire will come and go, along with the memory of what you did. I seek eternal stability. Your name will forever be lauded. In the end, is that not the only immortality worth having?
Possibly. Forever remembered as a hero by all?
Forever. Not a man, woman, or child will go a day without acknowledging your sacrifice. Many have struggled for utopia. You will be the heart of it.
You know what? Maybe I should.
You do? You will let down your defenses so that I may guide the Jade Empire to a stable future?
For the Jade Empire in the name of Philosopher Haoxing, I agree.
Then let it be done. You give yourself to a far greater glory than you could ever know. Goodbye, my student. You fulfilled your role just as I had wished.
I'm sure
The statue of the hero, a shining symbol of sacrifice. Look upon it and feel gratitude for all the prosperity we have.
What was life like before?
You don't need to know. All that matters is the glory of the Empire.
But we need to ask questions to honor what was done. What if this hero wasn't finished?
This is your lesson for today. To be happy in your station, you don't need to know.
We don't need to know.
Very good. Return to your place. Now, who has delivered the Empire from war and pestilence?
The hero and the glorious strategist.
Who showed us how to sacrifice for the greater good, so we are free to live in peace?
The hero and the glorious strategist.
Who has ensured that the Empire will endure forever?
The hero and the glorious strategist.
So, as you can probably guess, that was a bad ending. There are 3 endings to this game, and no matter how you play, you have access to all of them. I'll be showing all of them. But first, we'll take a look at the credits. Because we probably won't for the next few times. And this is definitely a very interesting game. As far as action RPGs go, it's not the best, but it's certainly not bad. It's definitely enjoyable. It's not really well paced, though, I will admit that. Chapter 3 drags on forever, and then the rest of the game just sort of, jumps through. But, it was the first where BioWare was decided to work on a IP that was totally their own, even though they stole most of it out of Star Wars. So much out of Star Wars. But then again, Star Wars stole a bunch of its stuff from, Gung Fu and Japanese movies as well. So, really, it's a circle. The Wheel of Fate, as they would say in Jade Empire. But yes, this is indeed the bad ending. But I don't think, well, depending on how long the credits last, will be on if this will be the ending of this video, or I'll work on the other one next. Probably going to do my best to skip as much of the fight as, up leading to the fight as I can. And all the voice actors, many of which are actually pretty famous people, like John Cleese, or, I know Nathan Fillion's in here, I can't see his name. But yeah, can I get through this in the next 5 to 10 minutes? Probably. Yep, so I'm just going to get past to right after we get out of our mind. So, 1 second. Okay, let's try the good ending. Is this the part where you ask me to join you? I'll answer with my fists.
You are quick with a threat, as I encouraged in your earliest lessons. It is not the first time my efforts have been turned against me, but I learn quickly. I see now that the Water Dragon's power is the prize, not the means to victory. No matter what I expend, while you live, you will resist. That is your role.
Mm-hmm.
It is the celestial bureaucracy attempting to restore balance. We must bring the fight back down to Earth, unless you are made to see reason.
Well, guess not this time. There can be no deals. Let's end this. Master versus student.
No great waves of energy, no demons from the walls. Skill versus skill. Master versus student, as you said.
Yep.
I expect you have corrected the flaw in your style. No matter. Beyond the basics, I also taught you focus. Match me if you can.
Well, I learned something you didn't teach me.
Dire Mirabelle.
Oh, frozen.
Storm Dragon. Storm Dragon. Mirabelle. Storm Dragon. Mirabelle. Storm Dragon.
Ooh, paralyzing palm. That is annoying.
Storm Dragon.
Ooh, got into focus mode. Oh, that was me. That's the problem about being trapped. You're pretty much just sitting there.
Mirabelle. Longsword.
Focus. Focus.
There we go.
You surprise me yet again. I'm a better teacher than I thought.
In this, all the spirits have been released. Didn't realize the palace was supposed to be flying, but okay. Ni hao. Things are going much better in the Jade Empire. Play this character in Jade Master mode. Load the game 167 from the Jade Master screen. That's essentially New Game Plus. Dawnstar. defeat of Sun Lai signaled a new beginning for the Jade Empire, and a personal awakening in Dawnstar. Despite the loss of the master she thought she knew, with the restoration of the natural order, the Empire seemed alive with possibility. She had seen the hearts of the land of turmoil, so she retraced her steps, replacing memories of destruction with sights of renewal. Soon she found herself back in the ruin of Two River. It was painful, but she took comfort knowing that the fish were abundant and the land remained fertile. Eventually, new settlers were come. She replanted her garden, a flower for each of her lost friends, to set out across the Empire once more. Silk Fox. Though the credibility of her family was understandably marred by the action of her father and uncle, Princess Sun Lai emerged from the incident with a newfound credibility that easily secured her claim to the throne. This was in thanks in no part by keeping Philosopher Haoxing very close at hand, and making sure the people knew that he had her full support throughout the ordeal. Emperor Sun Lai ruled over a new golden age of the Jade Empire that seemed like it would never end. Sky. Drastic shifts in power always create political and economic turbulence. In the years following the defeat of Emperor Sun Lai, however, things remained remarkably calm, with food supplies reaching the poor and imperial control of areas abandoned to near lawlessness quickly restored. Those who were credit the smooth transition to the aid of the group called the Guild. Working under some mysterious imperial sanction, the Guild's agents moved supplies to those who needed them the most, and helped the imperial army pinpoint the camps of bandit leaders and others who threatened imperial control. While the Guild faded from the sights as peace was destroyed, stories persisted. Many stories recounted the exploits of the mysterious organization's dashing new leader, Sky. His ready smile, endless energies, and kindness quickly made him a legend among the common people. Henpecked Hao. Henpecked Hao's wife finally tracked him down and brought him back home, to settle back into the simple bun master's life. A few years later, he became the father for the first time, though having septuplets at his age were not unheard of. Having 7 daughters at once was a bit peculiar. Shortly hereafter, Hao became deathly ill after an accident eating a bun he was intended to give his wife. Hao's wife invited her entire family to live with them while he was bedridden. Hao recovered more quickly than expected, but word of his poisonous bun made sure that his career as bun master was over. Instead, Hao became a delivery man, delivering packages throughout the Empire. He has yet to return from his first delivery. Wildflower. When the will of heavens was fulfilled, the heart of the water dragon was restored and her soul reborn. Balance returned to the heavens, and Jade Empire endured. His duty discharged, Chai Ka, the heavenly gate guardian, returned to his heaven once more. In honor of his service to the heavens, the girl, Wildflower, whom Chai Ka had raised to serve him as his anchor, was granted the most precious gift of all, life. She was given a chance to live a new life according to her own whim. That's nice. Kang. Revealing Kang as the mad as Lord Lao could have had great effect on the Empire. But after the victory over Sun Lai, Kang remained as he was. He continued to build wonders for Philosopher Haoxing, and he was still criticized for the chaos his machines created. But angry mobs had no sting when you are a minor deity. At first, Cao Lang found this liberating, and his inventions reached new heights of destructive potential. But after a time, he realized that his pursuers had been the driving force behind him. Nothing stirs the imagination like having your life depend upon your next creation. Few understood his motives when he began actively arming his most vocal detractors, but he insisted, standing amidst the craters, that it was good for the good of all. Black Whirlwind. Black Whirlwind accepted the job hunting demons for the celestial bureaucracy, but the ensuing red tape frustrated him so much that he gave up and made for the mysterious East. Shortly thereafter, the Empire received a great influx of outlanders, many of whom were missing limbs and other body parts. He returned to Jade Empire several years later, but this time he came from the west. He couldn't explain how he did it, but he was the only person unsurprised to arrive back where he started. Expressing a newfound hatred for a people who couldn't make a decent bowl of wine, the Black Whirlwind vowed he would never again leave the Jade Empire. A week later, he got bored and headed off to the north. Sir Roderick. Sir Roderick Ponce von Fundelbottom, the magnificent bastard, left the Jade Empire a broken man. His skills had failed him at the moment of greatest import, and he found it difficult to stomach his defeat despite his grand capacity. Surely he had not lost badly as he thought. Surely there was some explanation. Surely he had something to teach this barbaric land. After much soul-searching, he traded his last pair of pantaloons for passage to the prosperous East, and he began the long journey home. It is said that he eventually discovered the Fountain of Kuth, and virtually unflappable, that or he accidentally was killed by the Black Whirlwind. It's hard to say. People seem to lose interest. As for Percival, he tired of being called Shirley and returned back to his village. And that is the good ending for Jade Empire. The bad ending, we can try. It's gonna be tough, but that's gonna be for another video. So when we come back, it's gonna be the bad ending. See you then, folks.